Hey yo, number 35, again with the lesson 9 help. How in the world do you find all of this angle stuff when there's X and Y's and all of these things? Again, you always want to start with vertical angles. Set the vertical angles equal to each other. So I'm going to set the 4y equal to the x, y, 10, and then I'm going to isolate one of the variables. Now y is almost all by itself, so I'm going to go ahead and go like this. I'm going to go minus, oh excuse me, the x is almost all by itself. That's my bad. Here we go. Good fix there. I'm going to get rid of the y, and I'm also going to get rid of the 10 all in one move. Okay, so I'm kind of doing two steps in one. So cancel, cancel. X is all by itself. Let's see here. 4y minus 1y would be 3y, and then we'd have a minus 10. Okay, so again, x equals stuff. Okay, so again, you use the vertical angles to isolate a variable. I'm not sure why I tried to isolate y. That was really silly. How about I try to isolate the x? It's almost all by itself. All right, so x is all by itself. So what do we do next? Now you want to make a linear pair. These two make a straight line, and these two make a straight line. To me, it looks like the easiest combination is I'm going to go eeny, meeny, miny. No, I'm going to go this way. There you go. I'm going to add those two together because since they're a linear pair, they should add to 180. Doesn't really matter which ones you pick. It's going to work both ways, right? So here we go. Let's write it all out. 4y plus 2x is going to equal 180 because of math and reasons. Now, I can't do two variables, but luckily I know what x equals. X equals this stuff. So this stuff is going to go in for x. We did a lot of this stuff called systems back in algebra, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to solve by substitution, or sometimes you can solve by elimination, but in this case we're going to have to solve by substitution. All right, so here we go. 4y plus 2x equals 180. 2 times x is 2 times this stuff. So here we go, rewrite. 4y plus 2 times the stuff that x equals 180. Okay, so here we go. We have an algebra problem. Distribute, distribute. That's going to be 6y minus a 20 equals 180. Don't forget about the 4y. 4y plus 6y minus 20 equals 180. Again, what am I doing? I'm doing algebra. Okay, it's going to be a 10y minus a 20 equals 180. Okay, here we go. So let's start doing some steppings. Let's go plus 20. Plus 20. Ooh, I was nervous that this wasn't going to be a nice problem. It's going to work out very, very nice. I'm kind of running off the camera. I apologize. Y is going to be 20. Ew, that was a lot of algebra to do. Okay. Yeah, looks like a lot, one step at a time. Really not that big of a deal. Okay, y equals 20. So how about I use that against all of these things? Let's see here. Where could I plug in 20? Oh, how about there? 4 times 20. So that's going to be 80 degrees. Gotcha. And then so are you. You're going to be 80 degrees. Now, if I were a meaner math teacher, I would make you set this equal to, I would do x plus 20 plus 10 equals 80. You'd solve for x. No, don't do that, okay? If the vertical angles are 80, that means these adjacent angles will be 100. Okay, why? Because verticals are equal to each other when you make an x, and then adjacents are supplements, which means they add to 180. So if each of these are 80, each of these have to be 100. Okay, that's it. Again, how do you do these things? Start from scratch. Set the vertical angles equal to each other, isolate a variable, set up a linear pair, supplements, 180, one step, two step, three step, however many steps you need, but you're going to substitute. In this case, I had to substitute, distribute, like terms, one step, two step. I have y. Once you have one of the variables, the rest of it's really easy to unlock. Okay, that's it, friends. I will see you in class. Goodbye.